What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley. I'm a singer-entertainer with more than 20 years experience performing on stages all over the world. And today we are checking out Hiroyuki Sawano. We've already checked out a lot of his stuff on Attack on Titan, but today we are checking out Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Suite. Man, that's a mouthful. Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Here we go. Beautiful. Wow. That's so cool. Wow. I wonder if that's real. I think it's really there. I think. I love his incorporation of EDM and synthesized music with all this. Wow. Okay, so I didn't want to stop this soon in the beginning just because, but I wanted you to pick out something. Take a listen for the acoustic guitar. And I only say this because in this styling of music, this epic sort of feeling, I've heard before whether they be an electric guitar, but no electric guitar and straight comping. I've heard no guitar, piano doing the work, the comping work. But the type of open chord guitar playing that's going on right now, it's adding something, an acoustic something. It's adding another texture, a tinny timbre to the entire piece, and it's something that it seems somewhat out of place, but it's melding really, really well together. It's the same with everything else he's really doing. He mashes up all these different ideas and he puts them all together to paint this big, beautiful picture. But he's taken pieces from EDM, he's taken pieces from classical, from progressive rock, from from pop, for all this sort of stuff, and he's utilizing it to build this beautiful, massive picture. But take a specific listen to the acoustic guitar and tell me what you think. Drop it below if you enjoy the acoustic guitar there. Well, that was short-lived, but you can go back. Oh, here it is still. I love it. Wow. Yeah, bass player. Yeah. That bass player is sick. Absolutely sick. So good. Oh, I gotta pause. Hold on 1 second. That's so beautiful. Here we go. Just one more time. That big build up. Here it is. Bah! And pause right there. I just want to take a look. A Pullman tour ship and I can't tell. A couple cruise ships in port. That's the way I traveled. I did a lot of performing on cruise ships, traveled the world that way. And this dock is very cool looking. This whole scene, I think it's at Tokyo, it's just absolutely beautiful. I've never made it to Japan. I've never made it really to Asia. I've done Australia and New Caledonia and Vanuatu, but never into much of Asia, and I'd love to. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, next year I'll be able to get over there. There's a couple irons in the fire. You'll come with me, don't worry. But yeah, wow. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this is just, I don't know if it's still there, but it's a real working full-size robot. It goes to a knee, it stands up, it walks forward, but it's real. If I remember correctly, this is exactly like it's a tourist spot, which is neat. Drop it below because I don't know enough about this. I don't know enough about the placement. I didn't know this is where the song would be shot. But drop it below. Let me know where this is and if this if the Gundam doc, if he's still there. That'd be very cool to know. Beautiful. All right, Dorian scale. All right. Sweet. Oh, I love that. Oh, okay. So far, so awesome. We got to talk a little bit about. I love his arrangements. I love his. I love what he brings out live. If you notice, you look at the horn section. When you listen to the horn section, you've got big horns. You hear the trumpets, you hear the trombones, but most forwardly, you kind of hear the French horns and and the euphoniums, and they give this sort of like this whining, open sort of sound. Like if you look at the bell of these horns, they're wider, so they have more of a softer hum to it, almost a rounder tone, instead of like a trumpet is a bit piercing and can be a bit piercing and get straight through. This is a bit rounder and it has much more texture to it. It's almost a bit more haunting, and he always uses the French horn live in his live performances, which I think is an interesting choice, and I really enjoy it because it makes for a really, really unique sound. Again, this is a lot of Sawano normalcy, which is the very heavy, kind of heavy undertones, with big sweeping melody lines on top of it, and it just creates this sense of tension and raising the stakes and this intensity. But along with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful melody line. I'm really enjoying it so far. Let's keep going. I believe this will be his singer, Jemmy, I think. Let's see. It got dark real quick. For the prophets might dismay your ego on the way. There's no seas, so there's no. You've been told before, all these things ago. You told me so many mental happy days. Do the right thing, but always wrong eventually. Beautiful harmonies. Oh, that's so pretty. Such a great placement, beautiful tonality, perfect intonation. Oh, so high. Oh, wow. For the prophets might as may you be on the way. So that's a cool not trick, but a normalcy thing where you want to double up your tracks pretty much all the time when you're singing. You could do a carbon copy, 1-1, just double it up, or you could sing along with yourself and try to record a separate second track so that to along with yourself, making it as perfect as you can make it. And this is what they've done, and they've just done one in one ear and one in the other ear, so there's just the slightest bit of difference, and it's just enough to notice the sibilance differences in your ears. And it's such a cool effect because it feels like someone's whispering to you. Such a cool effect. Yes. Yes. Listen to those drums. Dun, 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 dun. Always driving forward, pushing forward. Love that. That push, ebb and flow, push and pull. Sawano drop. Like an anti-drop. I love the beautiful mix between. He does really well mixing live strings to synthesize strings. It really just adds that extra texture of liveness, of heart. Back to those drums. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful cello work. That's that French horn. Hear that sound. So round. I don't know much about about violins, the bow and reed, or sorry, bow instruments. Um, but what I do know is that is freaking beautiful. Like, just what a beautiful melody line. It felt nice. It just felt like a hug. Beautiful.
That's why I'm with you. Coming love's too smooth. 'Cause you made me break from wood. Breathe deep. Can you see? We are rise to go. Out of the wind beyond this breath,
Wow.
how beautiful the stars shining maybe light years away. Why didn't we notice about it all this while? Know how painful scars are. Too many sacrifices laid on them. Holding hand in hand to make it a brighter day.
Oh, wow. She's sitting right in her mix, nice at that high place, and she's flipping up to her falsetto. Now, that gets a little bit tricky as a singer because you really have to write down and practice the words as to which word you're going to float up and which word you're going to come back down on. Now, this sounds silly. This sounds like, well, you're a singer, you should just be able to know it. And for the most part, you could pretty much figure your way through by wiggling your way in. But if you wanted to make it consistent, you want to make it confident, and you want to make it stand out. So you want to do it the right way for you, the way it sits best in your own voice. So you're going to rehearse it. You're going to make sure the words that you flip up onto your head voice, you're going to make it consistent. It takes a lot of work, and she does it so beautifully. She knows exactly how her instrument works. She knows when to place it, where to place it when. Really, 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 really nice work.
Into my brain, from top to the bottom of my skin. All is lost with high fever. Don't say just yes. Oh, no matter what they have made up, all of it must be still my
Oh. So good. So good. Oh, okay, this is the ending. Well, this is cool. Let's see, what is it going to tell us? Okay, so I was wrong with the vocals. Okay, so I was wrong with the first vocals. It was Mizuki. Tia. Oh. Wow. That was a lot of fun. That was a really, really good piece. I enjoyed that a lot. Very much similar, very similar to the Attack on Titan, yet very, very, very different. I only say it's similar because he uses pretty much the same type of arrangement. He arranges in a similar pattern. He loves to use his French horn instead of a trumpet or a saxophone. He loves to use the cello to lead beautiful pieces instead of maybe sitting on thirds. He's very, very, very good, and he's very inventive. I like his mix between the EDM and his progressive rock, and just mashing everything up together and painting beautiful pictures with them, just gorgeous, gorgeous. And it didn't help. It didn't hurt that it was in front of the coolest machine that I've ever seen. And again, I don't know if it's still there. I would love to see it if I get to go, if I get to head out to Asia at some point in the next year or two. But would love to be able to see it. So yeah, that was it. Man, that was fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Bye.